Welcome back to the Movement Podcast. Let's dive right into a massive story coming out of Spain. The country's Prime Minister, Pedro Sánchez, has just announced a plan to ban social media for anyone under the age of 16. This is a huge move, and it's part of a bigger 5-point plan to tackle what he calls the harmful effects of these platforms. Speaking at the World Government Summit in Dubai, Sánchez didn't hold back. He described social media as a failed state, a place where laws are ignored, crime is tolerated, and hate speech is rampant. He pointed out how algorithms are distorting public debate, and our personal data is being sold without any real control. He's determined to make these platforms the healthy, democratic spaces they were supposed to be. So what's in this 5-point plan? First, direct legal responsibility. Spain is reforming its laws to hold the top executives of tech companies criminally responsible for illegal content or hate speech on their platforms. That's right. CEOs could face charges if they don't act. Second, they're creating new crimes. Things like algorithmic manipulation and intentionally spreading fake news will become actual criminal offenses. Sánchez said, "The days of hiding behind code and pretending that technology is neutral are over." The third measure is a system to measure hate speech. The goal is to track and quantify how much platforms amplify violent or discriminatory content. This will help them set clear rules for imposing fines and see the real impact these platforms have on society. Fourth, and this is the big one, is the ban on social media for minors under 16. Companies will have to create much stronger age verification systems than the simple checkboxes we see now. The government hasn't detailed how this will work yet, especially without compromising user privacy, which is a major concern. And fifth, Spain is teaming up with its state attorney general to investigate and potentially prosecute platforms like X, Instagram, and TikTok for any violations. Sánchez is promising a zero-tolerance policy to protect Spain's digital sovereignty. On top of all this, Spain has joined a digital will coalition with 5 other European countries. They want to create stricter, more uniform regulations across the continent to close legal loopholes and ensure these rules are applied consistently everywhere. As you can imagine, this announcement made some waves. Elon Musk, the owner of X, reacted by calling Prime Minister Sánchez a tyrant and a traitor in a post on his platform. Now, Spain isn't alone in this. France and Portugal have similar restrictions, and Australia recently became the first country to ban platforms like Facebook and Instagram for under 16s. The idea is to protect young people from the risks of the internet, but experts are raising some important questions. Josep Maria Suelves, a researcher at the eHealth Center, pointed out that simply banning something doesn't always work. He made a comparison to underage drinking and smoking, saying that without strong enforcement, a ban could just be a symbolic gesture. He believes we also need to regulate the addictive design of these apps, like infinite scrolling and constant rewards. Privacy is another huge concern. Paloma Llaneza, a legal tech expert, warned that any new age verification system must protect people's data. We can't talk about digital sovereignty if we're handing over sensitive biometric data to third-party companies or other countries. Finally, some experts are questioning the scientific basis for such a drastic ban. José César Perales, a professor of psychology, argues that the evidence linking social media use directly to mental health problems is not as strong as people think. He called it a politically popular decision, but one whose real effects we don't fully understand yet. So, while the goal of protecting kids is something everyone can agree on, the path to getting there is complicated. It's a major step, but the debate over whether it's the right one is just beginning. What do you think about this? Let me know in the comments below. Thanks for your attention, and I hope you'll support the channel. See you next time.